4:44 a.m. Been awakened for the past 44 minutes. I don't know if you can see it well, but usually I should have been already doing my first move. Just that last night I wasn't able to edit my reels. I wasn't able to finish editing my reels that I have to post right now at 5 a.m. So being in Romania, it's obviously kind of a mess. I'm trying to get out of the geographical gate of reach from Romania, reach from all the other countries close to us. And so essentially, I need to find the best times that I can post to until I manage to form a stronger following for my brand. Then I would be more in a much more free way of, let's say, time posting and all that. But right now I've been trying to edit for the past 20 minutes and it's almost getting done. I'll be going as soon as I finish this up. I'll just post the first reel and then I'll be going straight out for the first move. So see you there. So yesterday has been a blast on creativity and work overall, just breakthroughs and only good things except the morning. The morning was a mess. I showed you that it was 4:44 a.m. and just after that I have edited the videos, the reels, I have posted them, and I don't know, for a fraction of a second I have closed my eyes and next thing you know I woke up at 8. That was a mess. I was almost about to do the same mistake today again, but as you can see is 5:54 a.m. right now. I'm still tired. I'm still dizzy. I'm still a bit I just want to go to bed. My eyes are burning. I just finished posting two important reels that I had to post on my profile on Instagram that we all go through as coaches, thinking that we need to look always for new things. We always need to look on the outside when the answers are always within us. But that you can go and just check it out on my Instagram, Stefan DiMaggio. I'll also put it in the description. Just go and look it up because I'm posting value every single day. Stories, reels, even usual posts, carousels and all that. You can just go out there and have a blast with all my posts because there is certainly some piece of game that will help each and every one of you to understand better your inner values, how to organize your inner systems before you take care of any outer systems, in this physical realm. But that being said, it's 5:55 now, for sure 5:56. I have to go and do my first move. I'll catch you from the outside. 6 a.m. now. Yesterday was supposed to be a Saturday in the life of a 23-year-old, just coaching and working overall, showing you how my day looks like. But since I messed it up in the morning, today I haven't made the same mistake. I haven't repeated the cycle. I was close to do that, but I woke up, I posted the reels and I said, you know what? It's not going to happen the same way again. I'm doing the first move. Yesterday I also couldn't do the first move. I think it was the first day in 3 weeks when I skipped the first move. So it was the Dormition of the Mother of God. On Friday I have received the sacrament of confession. I am pretty religious. If you don't know it by now, if this is your first video, I'm a pretty religious guy. I was born as Christian and I was baptized as Christian. I was even an altar boy. So I have a whole lot of history with just the Orthodox culture overall. Therefore, I won't talk about too much of that on this channel though, but it's part of me.
So obviously I'll not just try to avoid it in any way. If you like it, then it's fine. Not, again, fine with me, no worries. But yesterday was this big celebration event for the remission of Mother of God, and you're not basically allowed to do any kind of physical activities. I was not able to get up at 4 because I was too tired. I had only 3 hours of sleep when I woke up and I recorded that first scene that you saw in the video. And today I slept 4 hours and a half. Still not that much, but still it's like pretty enough to just get a vibe going, take care of the first move, right? Because the first move is really literally so important. It's something that I preach on my Instagram a lot and that I'm posting a lot. I'm having highlight with all my first moves. Might have skipped some, but essentially I haven't filmed all of my first moves, especially because most of the time in the past like 2 weeks, even though I haven't skipped my first moves, I still was not able to get up in the morning at 4 a.m. at 4:35, 6 maybe, how I did today, and do them. So I did them later today in my room. I just did them. I still did them even harder, I would say, because the first move essentially started with me just doing like 100 squats, 50 push-ups, and that was it. But I have figured out that while doing them at home, I have so much more around me to play with, and I start to do like lateral raises with a bottle of water. And I also have some, it's funny because I have these dumbbells of 4 kilos since I was like 8th grade. For context, I'm 23 now, and that was 8th grade. It was like, what, like 10 years ago. Yeah, and I have those dumbbells since 10 years ago. I remember I was this skinny motherfucker and I was just in my room trying to record videos on Instagram, flexing my biceps, and I wasn't even curling them properly. a lot of my colleagues were making fun of me because like, look at poor Stefan trying to curl some little 4 kilos and he's trying to show his big muscles on IG. But it's fine. Now they literally come in good use. They came in really handy for me to just do all these exercises. And yeah, I'm doing a lot more variations at home. It's easier than outside, but outside is even more about the mental. Even inside, like at home, it's still about the whole mental side of things, but it's just nice to, kind of try to enhance the physical as well. So now I'll get on the first move. I don't know, it seems like my usual spot might be occupied. This is basically a Sunday in the life, but to be honest, I don't really have a Sunday. To me, every single day looks the same. So I have Monday and every day looks like a Monday. That doesn't mean it's bad. Usually that's where I was doing the first move every single day, every single morning. I don't know how I'm going to pull it off now, but it's no worries. I love the scenery here because it had this perfect like view across the whole park. I don't know if you can see it, but the sunrise was beautiful. Yeah, anyways, so I don't know what this guy is doing here, but seems that they might prepare a show or something, most likely. Yeah, so I'll just go somewhere else, and I'll catch you soon with the very first sets of the first move. Basically 50 squats and 25 push-ups. So let's get it. first set down perfect. I don't know, the rest from yesterday might have actually been a blessing in disguise, because my legs are feeling really tight every single morning. Until now, felt like I was literally just pushing with my knees, which doesn't even move. So dark. Doesn't make that much sense, but maybe I didn't give them enough time to rest so that the muscle could get even tighter. I don't think one day is that much, but still might have been a sweet spot. Push-ups, same, strong as hell. That's perfect. So this is the first set. The rest I'll post it on my Instagram. So go check it out if you wanna see. And also if you wanna see all the other first moves throughout the days, throughout the whole summer, I think from late June, something like that, I've been posting first moves. It was something I came up with, like how could I possibly start my day properly, you know? And I figured, well, you know, it's literally the first move. You wake up, you get out, and you do something. Some physical activity, no matter what it is, just do something. In the beginning, I tried running, but my Achilles just gave up. Both my Achilles, I think I have some like Achilles tendonitis, which is, I don't know, might be fine, might not be fine. I'll see it when I'll have the time to do so. But the thing is, I could not run anymore, so I had to find something that I could adjust, you know, something that I could do and just kind of flow through things, you know, without changing my properties. That's one main concept that I have like also approached on the previous video. If you haven't watched it, make sure you watch all these episodes. The Mind Your Wisdom is called wisdom for a reason. I'm not the most wise guy on earth, not the most wise guy on the internet either, so just make sure that you go watch them, see a different perspective. Maybe you resonate with it, maybe something that you have also thought of for a while, but you thought that maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just me, you know. And you know, that's meant to kind of, I want to put it out here so that you can also resonate with it. A lot of people, not just you, all of you who are watching this, I hope you can resonate with this, so you can feel like this is the exact same things I'm going through. Because that's literally how it is, you know. We just have to find the ones we truly resonate with and stick together. That's the only way us as leaders we can conquer. Otherwise we can just be cocky, arrogant, and be like, nah, I'm alone, you know. But that's not how it works. In this day and age, you gotta stick together. Now more than ever, it's important to just make sure that we are all coming together and helping each other, providing value as much as we can, as best as we can. That's basically what I'm doing here. First move, the break is done. I have to go get it done, and I'll post it also on my Instagram. But I'll catch you soon with just as soon as I finish the first move. And this is just the very beginning of the day. Like, come on, let's get it. 1 hour and a half so far. The first hour I spent it on editing and posting 2 main important reels for my page, and this is the second most important thing that we're second, not third, second most important thing that I'm going to do. And I'm gonna catch you soon with the third thing most important that I like to do daily after I finish my run, why I say run, I don't know, it's just my brain after 4 hours of sleep not being able to process the proper information. But yeah, I'll show you the third best thing I love to do in the morning, just after the first move done. I'm coming obviously home and I'm posting the stories, I'm posting the content that I'm filming today right now on Instagram. But after that, you'll see right in a bit. 7-Eleven right now. I just got out of posting the stories for the first move and also for the morning. And right now it's time for Italian practice and Hebrew. That's what I'm learning right now.
Let's get it. Let's see. I love to do in the morning, just clear my mind for like 30-40 minutes. Triple XP.
Voglio vedere una mostra.
Let's see if I get this right, because essentially I'm Stefan Di Maggio, right? I should get them right. Voglio vedere una mostra.
Mio papà vuole vedere una mostra domani. Destra, mostra.
Bestra, come on. You cannot play with me like that. Ho bisogno di vestiti nuovi ogni settimana. You did it. He's happy, or she's happy, whatever. Once that's done, taken care of, now we're about to go take a quick shower and focus on some of the systems. Make sure that I have to have all the SOPs in place. I have to have all the onboarding in place so that it all happens like that. It all clicks smooth. While you're trying to build something great, you need a strong foundation. And the strong foundation is only met when you're willing to put even more. If you settle for less with just the first result that you get, it's not going to get so high, you know. It's not going to grow so big like you. It's not going to become so great as you pictured it in your mind to be. You know, it might grow a little bit. It might gain some momentum, but essentially it will reach a point. Well, it won't just keep on growing. It will just stall and it will fall. Out of the sky will fall because the foundation was not built strong. It's better to take you more to lay the foundation and to have a natural growth over the years than just trying to rush things in a couple of weeks, in a month or two, and expect that you're going to get to 10, 20, 30, 50K, 100K a month, just like that. It's not going to work. It's not how it works. You got to develop the proper inner systems first, and then you got to be willing to connect those inner systems to the proper outer systems so that they all work together in harmony. So your coaching business is not just another coaching business, but it's an actual educational business for others that want to learn, that resonate with your skill sets, with your experiences that you've lived, with everything that you can help them with, desired outcomes that they want for themselves, and how you can lead them toward them.
11 a.m. I have worked for 1 hour in a rush. I got in the shower. Then after I only finished the work, I was not able to film anything because I was just too focused to get things done so that I could rush into shower and then come to church, because right now I'm heading to church. It's Sunday, so obviously this should be the only exception of any other day that's not looking the same as every other day. On Sunday, I actually just go to church in the morning. That would be the only different thing than all the other days. But that aside, it's literally that just the same. As I said, yesterday was the remission of Mother of God, so I received Holy Communion for that celebration. Today, I'm just fasting because I'm usually fasting for like 18 to 22 hours. But today is basically, you know, it's Sunday and you're not supposed to eat until you get home after church and you're saying your prayers, and then you finally eat, you enjoy. And I don't know, for me especially, every single other day I am fasting a lot because it helps me a lot with my mind to stay focused, and also just, you know, I feel sharper with my body. I feel better. I had a bloated kind of period in the beginning of the year, in the first 6 months of it. January and February, I got back into gym for just a little while before I hurt my Achilles, and I have found out I have Achilles tendonitis. But essentially in that period of time I was also trying to fast, though it was a bit harder for me to kind of get used to it again, because I was eating just when I was feeling like it, how much I was feeling like it. I just had zero discipline on eating and all that, so I had to fix that trait. And now I can see with confidence that it's been 4 weeks. Tomorrow it's like 4 weeks and something like that of just fasting every single day. No excuses, literally 1 meal, at most 2 meals a day, but they're both in the same window of like 2 or 3 hours, so that I have at least 18 hours left before my next meal next day. And I can tell you with confidence again that this is by far one of the best things for my life. I love fasting. I just love it. I didn't start doing it, for deeper purposes or anything like that. I just started doing it because I was too lazy to cook my meals. I was too lazy to prep all these meals, especially the breakfast. Plus, I did not feel like eating anything in the morning. So it felt not natural to me to not eat anything. And then I have just got into 2023 period where I start to work on my body, and I have also discovered more of the benefits, the physique benefits of just getting in shape, getting shredded with fasting. So it was already like two huge benefits for me. I could not skip fasting. But now I have just gotten to church. I parked the car. I'm heading because it's already too late here too, but I just want to go to clear my mind a little bit, to just show my gratitude to God. Even though I'm doing this every single morning and every single night, church is just something more special. For me, essentially, it feels like I just leave all my pressure or my stress here in the car, and when I'm entering that door, I'm just all my soul, I just give it to God, and I'm able to praise the Lord just how we're all supposed to, at least once a week. But now that's up to you. You do you. It's not one of those videos. Essentially, this is just a daily vlog. So basically, you're going to see a Sunday in the life of a 23-year-old launching his business, his coaching business. So enjoy it. I'll catch you after the church, and we'll see with the more serious game in depth after that. Currently 3:30 p.m. Just had something to eat. The first and only meal of the day. Some tortilla with some chicken, and that was it. Have managed to work some of my content at home for like 30-40 minutes. And I wanted to speak about this thing with identity shifts and all this, because it's so fancy. It's so cool right now to talk about identity shifts, but so many guys just get it so wrong, and they just address the wrong thing when it comes to an identity shift. I truly believe that this concept of identity shift is so misunderstood, because people are always like preaching you should always chase that new identity. Thank you, God, for helping me avoid that pothole. That was huge, crazy. But yeah, like these identity shifts of just chasing that new identity of yours could oftentimes create quite the contrary, like an imbalance within yourself. Could create a superficial identity that is not even you. And why is that? Because so many people think shifting to your new identity, your better identity, is just thinking of all these like amazing stuff, right? Making 50k a month, driving a Mercedes, driving a Ferrari, driving whatever, and having the best chick in the world around you. These people are focusing on this superficial stuff when it comes to shifting your identity. But the problem is, you don't even know who you really are, brother. You don't even know who you really are at your core, like in your soul. Who are you? If I'm asking you right now, if I'm stopping you on the street right now and I'm asking you who are you, you're most probably going to tell me that, well, my name is, and I'm trying to get to 50k, I'm trying to run a coaching business. That's the problem. You don't even know who you are at your root foundation, at your spirit. How are you going to develop that leader spirit? It's not going to happen because you don't understand your true identity. Therefore, you can shift to how many identities you want. It's not going to matter. It's going to matter shit because you don't even know your true identity yet. So basically, it's just like multiplying everything by 0. Just trying to do all these identity shifts before even uncovering your true identity is literally multiplying your effort with 0. You might put some effort in, I'm not saying you won't, but you're putting effort into the wrong bucket. You're not focusing on understanding first who you are and what matches best for you, for your skill sets. What are your strong points? What are your weak points? Can you get better at those weak points? Can you improve them? Are they just something that truly cannot be improved? And try to find the ways you can leverage those strong points of yours. Try to find a way you can help others with those strong points. That's how you find your true identity. And also by looking just at the stuff you love, like your habits. How are you going about your life, your day-to-day life? You know, it's just crazy to me that everybody speaks about identity shifts, but nobody talks about how you need to uncover your true identity first before coming into that phase of identity shift. After you have uncovered your true identity, then yeah, obviously, then it comes into the phase of identity shifting. You shift from the false identity you've been living to all this time into the true identity, into your true identity. Because most of you are living in that false identity right now, on those false beliefs you have grown up in, and with those thoughts that you have just, you know, that you just got indoctrinated by your parents, maybe by the society you lived in for the majority of your life, the job you were in, all these things around you created those false beliefs that further translated, just shifted into this false identity you're living in right now. And you're trying to monetize it. You're trying to help people through your false identity. That's why it's not working. That's why nothing is working at the root of your business. You might have a few clients. You might get like 2 or 3 clients in. That's like the average, the minimum average, the bare minimum, you know. But how you're going to grow it? You're not, because you haven't found yet who you really are, how you can really help others with the true value that you have acquired throughout your lifetime up until this moment right now. That's how you uncover your true identity. You have to ask yourself, you have to go in depth with your behavior. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing in Nato per Guidare. I'm helping you for the very first level of Nato per Guidare is just uncovering your true identity. It's me enlightening the path for you so that you can understand all these things that put together make up for who you really are. That's how you go from there on and build the business you want to build. Maybe you don't try to build a coaching business. Maybe you're trying to build an e-com brand or something, like whatever it is. It's still a business. Or you just want to get that job, you know, you want to start that career. Although I don't get why would you still be fighting to start a career in these average jobs in 2026, the end of 2026, when you can see the clear economical situation of the world right now. And you have a second to talk about the political and economical state of the world right now. Kind of how that whole phrase sounded like. But really now, I'm serious with it. Do you still not see the flaws in this system of working a 9 to 5? There are concepts of working 9 to 5 even on your own business, except that when you're in your own business, you're basically putting more than 9 to 5. You're putting more than 8 hours a day. You're supposed to be putting at least 100 hours a week, which is kind of crazy, I know, but it's what requires of you if you really want to build something that has you at the foundation of it and allows you the freedom of enjoying your life while also working from wherever you want, whenever you want, with whomever you want. Like it's not constraining you with anything but effort, and not just physical effort but mental effort. You need to understand this right here, this box inside your head is determines your rate of success. Most of you are just focused on the physical realm and you are obsessing over it. You're going to gym, you're trying to get muscles, right? You're trying to get stronger, you're trying to look better, you're starting a skincare routine, all that. But you don't see the actual mental effort that you need to be doing in order to do those things. That's why a lot of you guys are just doing the superficial stuff and you're expecting major outcomes out of it because you're not putting in the work in the mental realm first. When you're supposed to take care of your skincare, you should not focus on, oh, I should just make sure I lay the moisturizer perfectly on my skin. No, you should think about the discipline that you're building every single morning of doing that skincare, moisturizing your face, or going into the gym every single morning. You're building more qualities in your mind, in your mental realm. And when you build those things in your mental realm, hold on, I'm on Nürburgring right now. literally. Except the fact that this car is not suitable for Nürburgring, but it's fine. We'll get there too. So, yeah, I forgot my train of thought. The main point is you need to focus on your mental realm first. You need to put the effort in the mental realm without looking at the physical realm. The physical realm is just going to follow. Because, you know, it's this thing that I keep on hearing about. These people are talking about, like, bro, what do you get out of all this that you're doing right now? They are asking me, why am I doing all this? Like, what's in it for me? What am I winning? You know? And it's getting annoying to a point, because I mean, it's getting annoying to a certain point, but then after that it's just pure comedy, because I'm laughing inside of me every single time somebody asks me that, because I just know they don't get it. And that just proves my point right away. You know, these rewards people expect are just reactions to the actions that you're putting every single day, the effort you're putting in your inputs every single day. So just waiting for a reward is like waiting for a reaction to happen to a certain action that has not happened yet. How are you going to believe that reward is going to come if you didn't even trigger it in any way? Like, and don't even get me started on triggering it, because a lot of people might think if I am just doing, you know, half-assing all these actions, I'm basically doing something, right? Now I'm triggering it. Yeah, but it's not enough. It's not enough. You have to picture yourself like you would be here on this downhill, and you're trying to go up, but you're just at the base level of it. So how are you going to start your engine if you're just pressing on the throttle like this, like the very least amount of pressure? It's not, nothing's going to happen. The most that can happen, if anything, your engine might die, because you're just not even, you keep on selling yourself this lie that, oh, maybe I'll be able to move a little bit, you know. It's not going to happen. I have just gotten to the mall because I work better when I'm in environments with just, you know, other energies around me. It gets me more focused. For a lot of people, it might not work like that. I believe there are certain types of ADHD, but for my type of ADHD, I just need to see others around me, so that kind of my brain just gets overwhelmed, and therefore it just goes into this rescue kind of coping method of focusing only on work, to not get overwhelmed by all these other things. Because when I'm home, it's safe, right? It's safe. I don't have anything around me to disturb my peace or anything, and my brain just relaxes and thinks of all these things to do, like open the phone, scroll on IG, scroll on TikTok, which is so tremendous. I'm starting usually to do that for documenting, you know, like trying to see what works, what doesn't work on these marketing trends and all that. Like, what new angles could I be studying, could I be observing? And it always ends up in me just doom scrolling, even if it's just for 15 minutes. It's still doom scrolling, and that's I bet you're still some of you that are doing the same exact thing, and you need to get rid of it. Right when you spot it, you just gotta call it out loud. Be like, no, stop doing this bullshit. It's not serving my purpose. I have entered only to make sure that I see something new. If I don't see something new right away in the first 5 minutes, I'm not going to stay for 1 hour scrolling with a false purpose of like doing work, you know, understanding marketing. It's not working like that. But I have just gotten to the mall. I'm going to go and put some work in. And so this guy, I think he wants this parking spot, right? He wants this parking spot. Come on, I'll give it to you. I'm a good guy today. It's Stewardship Sunday. I feel like in a mood of giving. I'm going to give some tips. I'm going to give some parking spots. Why not? Let me just spin around this parking lot, this huge parking lot, until I find a parking spot. But it's fine. More time to talk about all this mindset stuff here. So it's 6:19 p.m. right now, and I'm all red, as you can see on my face, because I've been just sitting here in the sun trying to get things done. If you can see, the sun is just moving constantly, and I was standing right there, but I had to move here, then I had to move here. It's just this third stage, this third and final stage that I always have to repeat so that I don't get sunburned while working. I don't think that actually can happen, but whatever. I've just posted the third reel for today on my, actually it's the fourth, because today I wanted like an exception. I just thought to fuck around and find out with one reel. I just posted out there for, it was a story, and I just love testing, you know. Essentially, I think that we overlook testing in our life, especially when it comes to craft, you know, and we end up testing the stupidest things, like for example testing a certain soulmate, you know, like testing a boy or a girl, if they match our vibes, if they're needy or not. I can get it to some extent, like when you're a teenager, whatever, all that, it's fine. But going into your 20s and still doing this, you know, I wouldn't have a problem if you test all the other important things in your life, as you would be like in this case with crafting. I'm testing every single day, and I have been testing for the past 2 weeks. For the past 2 weeks right now, I've been testing a lot of reels. I've been just posting. I've been posting and posting and posting, not randomly. Don't get me wrong, not randomly. This is both to test for my own, but this knowledge that I am gathering, that I'm acquiring right now these days, I will be able to use further into my next levels of my coaching program, when I'll be able to get to that business coaching level. Right now I'm only to these top 2 levels, uncovering the value you have acquired as a coach, as a future coach. You might want to become that leader. You might have already started being that leader, but you're like only playing with 2 or 3 clients a month, and it's inconsistent as hell. Like you don't even have 2 or 3 clients every single month. You might have one this month, next month 2 or none, and it's just this never-ending like valley of despair that kind of keeps you stuck to your job and dependent in a way to something else as a source of income, because you haven't really put your all into understanding your coaching business that you're trying to build right now. If we're taking a look at literally what I've been trying to build right here, you can see the ice latte that has been ruined because I haven't been able to enjoy it. I've just been working for the past 2.5 hours. I've been back and forth with Claude, with chats, back and forth again with Claude, back and forth with my own mind. Because essentially this is also one thing that I want to touch, that a lot of people are just delegating the most important thing to AI, which is the human brain, our mind, our own discernment. Like, we have this creativity we've been born with, and we just end up giving it to AI, like, do whatever you want with this. Like, I have just this thought in my mind, please go and do whatever you want with it. Where's the fun? Like, the fun is going nowhere. That's where it goes. As you can see right now, I've been just trying to, I don't even know how to, this shit is fucking me up. But eventually I'll grab as soon as possible one of those Osmo Pocket 3, I believe it's how they're called, from DJI. I love those. They're so little and I can just film whatever with them. Right now I'm just recording on my phone. This is good for raw talks and all that, but when it comes to like me showing you things, it's so weird because you cannot even see exactly what I'm trying to show you. It's just mirroring, you know, but essentially whatever, I'll just still show you. This is one of the last categories for my journaling. This right here is my content mastering, where I'm just putting all my ideas. I am just going through all these categories, perspectives, experiences that I'm living every single day. I'm just writing them down, and when I want to think of something that I want to recreate in that perspective, I just go on that page and I just recreate the thought process that happened before, just to other perspectives, because that's the beauty of recreating. You should not just repeat it over and over again, hoping that eventually you will get lucky. Because when you depend on luck, basically you just give up your ownership. Because unlucky is much easier to become than lucky. I don't know if that makes sense. It sounds like hell, but you got the point, what I'm talking about. So I have the content mastering here, the journaling on the end side, and right here I have the whole coaching, basically the coaching program structure, I would call it whatever. It has like 20 pages. I cannot show you all for whatever reasons. I have my hands too stiff, I think, from the morning first move, and I'm just too like dizzy in this moment. But I'm still here recording this, almost like now the last clip of today. It has been a crazy day. I don't know what it might look like, the end result, but essentially if this one turns out, in a good manner, like, if I like it, if I enjoy it, I might do even more in the future. Like, who knows, maybe Monday of life, Monday in the life of a 23-year-old, and something else, whatever. This whole creativity, you can train it. Right now I'm just too fried to speak anymore, because I've been literally burning my brain for the past 2 hours and a half, trying to get these ideas. It's literally like I would have a translator, because I'm using Claude for pure operations, and then I'm using chat to like summarize those operations, so that I can come in with my own ideas and with my own thought process. And that's exactly what I want to talk about. The things that people are delegating these days, everything to AI, which is the stupidest thing ever. Like, why would you do that? Where would all the fun go? Like, you're just giving up the most fun thing of it all. You're supposed to build it from your own mind, from your own experiences, from your own life, from your everything. How are you going to do that with AI? AI is just going to analyze based on probability what you would like it to say, and eventually you would just output you that probability. But it might be accurate, but it's not your creativity. It's not your goddamn thought process. When are you going to get this into your mind? I mean, I love AI. I love AI so much, but I hate it in the same measure how many people are just using it in the dumbest ways possible. I'm not saying, some of them are still making money, maybe more money than me, maybe more money than you, maybe more money than us together. But that doesn't mean anything. Like, money should not be a label. If you're just trying to start your coaching program with making money in your mind, as top of mind goal, then you're already with the wrong step forward. You're not going to achieve anything, because you're chasing that reward that I talked about previously in the car. Like, you're looking for the reaction of an action that hasn't happened yet. Does it make any sense? It's not making any sense at all. And I've just been trying to document today my top 3 methods that I've been using for my own self-development to get to these bottlenecks that I have figured out, that I have faced, that I've had, to just tackle. I've had to find these breakthroughs, to achieve these breakthroughs in order to pass by them. And it hasn't been easy. I mean, I'm still fighting with a lot of them, but I have figured out the best system that I can use for inner system. Don't get lost in the word system, because also a lot of people are using systems these days, like systems everywhere, all around us. And I agree, to some extent systems are all around us, but most people are just using it for marketing purposes, and they don't really understand what goes into building a proper system, a real system. They just think that if they connect A to B, that's a system. It is, but it's like a very basic one. How are you going to do anything with it? You gotta to really systemize all of your thought process, and this cannot happen until you're going deep within yourself, until you're going deep within your own uncomfortable and difficult moments, so that you can understand where you come from, basically who you really are, what we talked about also in the car, finding your true identity. Once you find your true identity, it's so easy to just form all these thoughts, to have all this authentic train of thought, and to just create things in your own way, to find that right thing for you. Because essentially you won't be able to find any right thing if you're looking on the outside. You might try to do so, but it's not going to happen. Each and every one of those guys that are successful out there that you're looking at, that I've had to also look at for a lot of time, too long I have been looking at them trying to do exactly what they did, until I have realized that That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how I am supposed to coach you, and that's not how you're supposed to coach others, you know? If you're trying to sell a framework, you're already in the wrong. You're not able to sell. I mean, you might be able to, but you won't get the fulfillment you chase out of it. Because each and every one of us is different in their own way. So that's the beauty of it. But you gotta understand how you can unlock that certain right thing into each and every one of your clients. How you do that is by understanding how you can unlock that right thing inside yourself. And you won't be able to do that until you stop looking outside and start looking inside, looking within, to understand truly what are your principles, like what has brought you to this point in your life right now that you have created this framework. You're basically selling the cherry on top of the cake instead of selling the whole structure underneath it. Like, does it make any sense? Again, I'm asking you because I'm trying to get somewhere with it. I hope some lights are starting to just turn on, just, you know, make sense in your mind when you're watching this. Don't just watch them with the purpose of entertaining, because that's not what I'm trying to do here. If you're just watching them for entertainment purposes, then please just get off of it. I'm trying to talk to real leaders. I'm trying to talk to real actual leaders that want to build something great in their life. Don't just want to settle for the average, you know, like for the status quo, or for the lowest hanging fruits. That's not what you're supposed to do here on earth. If you've been blessed to get to the lowest hanging fruits, then you have to go 99% even higher than that. So don't just stop there. 99.9% higher than that. If you're just thankful, like if you're just pleased with that 0.1% that you have gotten to, I don't know what to tell you, but this is not the right place for you. I'm sorry. You might still be able to watch it for inspiration. Maybe you might change your ways, but essentially you need to start testing yourself. You need to start testing all the things around you, all the important things. Give up the stupidest things that you're testing right now, because that's not going to serve you anything in the long run. You need to focus on the real valuable things that can actually do some leverage to your craft, that can actually help you build something. That's something great that you dream of. That's not going to happen if you're just always looking on the outside, trying to copy each and everybody else's right thing. As a coach, you need to understand the principles that have brought you the framework, the playbook for you that you have discovered to work for your own, and how you can replicate those same principles for all of your clients so that they can also find their own right thing. You know, that's the beauty of it. It's like just planting the seeds instead of just selling them the whole plant. That's how it is. It's like if you're selling a framework, if you're selling a playbook, it's literally like you'd sell them the whole tree for them to just plant it into the ground and just water it, you know. Even that is too much for this analogy. Like you should really just give them seeds and let them find all the other things, you know. With your help, obviously, you point them the way. You show them how to think in order to find the right nutrients for the specific plants, the right whatever water they might need, or the right conditions, all that. But you don't just hand them in the whole plant for them to just put it into the ground and just water it and voila, here's your plant, here's your well-earned plant. It's not how it works. You know, it's just like, I have this analogy of like, I'm giving you, you're just taking this final exam and I'm giving you away all the free and all the correct answers for free. I'm just handing them to you, you know, without you even going to the very first lessons, not even one. You have skipped all the lessons and you have gotten to the final exam, and I'm giving you all the answers so you can pass the exam. And you might pass it, so congrats to you. But is that really going to do something? Is that really going to do something for you? Because you might memorize some of those answers, you might try to make it make sense in your own mind, connecting them to the questions, to the actual exercises, trying to understand, but you won't, trust me, you won't understand the bigger picture, ever. I have done that for a lot of times. You know, I haven't been, you know, that most academic weapon when it came to learning at my university. I haven't even finished university yet. I have frozen my years, my last year to be exact, because I was just not feeling like to learn, and I was going into every final exam, but I was not chasing free answers. I was not trying to get the correct answers. I was just reverse engineering each and every single question, each and every single exercise to kind of guess, but not guess in like randomly, to make it make sense, to eliminate all the answers that might not be, so that I would just be left with the only one answer that could work correctly. That's how you gotta go about your principles. That's how you have to apply them to each and every one of your experiences, daily experiences, so that you can understand how you can explain even better to others, so that basically your principles, your teachings can resonate with even more people, not just with just 0.0001% of the people. Your purpose should be to resonate with as many people as possible that experience the same things as you did. But in order to do that, you need to understand all of your experiences and just put all of the principles that have made your framework, your playbook, apply all of those principles to each and every one of your experiences that you're going through every single day. That's how you will be able to gather more context on those principles without repeating yourself on the same goddamn perspective that you have already talked about like 5-10 times. That's the beauty of coaching. That's the beauty of just writing down what I'm always saying. I have 2 more journals. This is just my main one that I'm using when I'm just going out for like 1 or 2 hours to write just the main things. But essentially, what I'm telling everybody, my clients, my friends, my close friends, my siblings, I'm just telling them, please write your thoughts down. You need to do that. It's the only way you can unlock this right here. This right here is the most special thing in the world, and you are just all sleeping on it because you have AI at your use, and you're just thinking like, oh, it's so easy. I can just have this one idea like that represents only 0.1% of the whole great thing that I want to build, and I just give it away to AI so that it can build it. Do you think it can build it at the same high potential as you could build it if you would use these right here? Most probably not. But I am hot as hell right now, and not in that way. I'm just dying out of heat. So I'll just finish this ruined ice latte now, and I'm going to head to my car, and I'm going to go maybe, I don't know if I'm going to record any reels because I have pretty much content right now that I can use, but I'll still probably go to have a walk, like to get my 10K steps in. It's a beautiful Sunday out. It's how I'll end up my day, how I'll wrap up my day in the best possible way. But either way, I'll catch you soon, so see you in a bit. I'm halfway done with the 10K steps. I had such an adventure in this evening. Just before I left the mall, I went to Starbucks and I have met some of my friends there. Like, not friends necessarily from my life, but last year I used to go into Starbucks every single day and work from there. I was working on real estate and on marketing. I was just taking care of so many things. Starbucks was just the most lovely place I could have been in and worked, because those guys really appreciated me the same amount I have appreciated them, and all the energy they were putting into their work. I just, we were on the same frequency, and I like that. And there are still the same guys, mostly like 90% of them, they are still there. And there's this new guy who worked there before, like some years ago, and he has tremendous amount of energy. That kind of energy that when you see, you're just like, holy fuck, I cannot even remember when I was sad the last time, That's how happy he gets you. He has such a crazy energy, and it's amazing. He's just an amazing person. we had today a crazy chat as I was leaving the mall about all these people. I'm not going to say who exactly, but there was somebody in the mall that we've observed, both of us. And they were just not caring about their energy at all. And essentially this guy is super big, like he's built crazy, you know. In my mind, I saw him like the best Romanian online coach there could ever be. But essentially, I don't think that's what he loves to do. Maybe I'll talk with him about that in the future, I don't know, but he's a really nice guy. And I loved his energy. I want to see about more how he thinks like. And he's 10 years older than me. And it's amazing to just connect with all these guys. How you manage to stay on the same frequency without just, you know, filtering by this, you know, superficial criteria such as age. Essentially, what I'm looking for in humans is just in people overall, I'm looking for experience and understanding. Have they been to all these experiences that might have changed them, or they've always preferred to stay in the comfort zone? After that, I'm not only looking to see in how many experiences have they went through, but I'm also looking to see how much they understand from all those experiences. How much were they actually looking at all the situations they've been in so that they learned more about themselves. And this guy had them both. This guy was amazing, like 10 out of 10 type of human, you know. I love connecting with him on energy and all that. And I sat about 30-40 minutes to talk with him, to chat with him about this kind of how people just throw their energy away. They just love to poison themselves, you know, not even being aware of it, you know. That's the saddest of all, because they're just so ignorant about how life works that they just sit in this toxic mental state where they're just angry, they're anxious, they're just frustrated, and they just drain all that frustration toward others. They share that energy. But you know, you come around a guy like this that I'm talking about right now, and that energy cannot touch him and cannot touch anybody around him, because it's just like a shield, you know, acts like a shield. That's the greatest quality of a coach, the greatest quality of a leader. You essentially take care of all the people you lead by just being that shield for them, you know, not letting them lose themselves into all these bad energy that they're going through. That's so great. I was like, in my mind, bro, you have no idea how much of a great. This guy just walked me over almost. I had to make a run. I have to make a run for this one. Fuck that. It's fine. I haven't ran for a while now, so it was a good training. I'm already like 7k steps, I believe, today. Only like 4k steps right now from tonight's walk, and like 2k steps from the morning apparently. I don't know how I did so many steps in the morning. When I looked on my phone, I was like, damn, this is how much I walk usually on my first move. But it was pretty crazy. Now I'm also I'm entering the other half of my walk. Basically, I have to go to my car now, and I just want to tell you about this whole thing with energies, man, because they're so important. I don't even want to sound spiritual in any way, like with all that kind of mentality, like woo and all that shit, you know, like, oh, you should believe in law of attraction, you know, you should be positive, you should be all this to attract even more positive person. No, fuck that shit. Like, you just have to put good energy into everything you're doing. That's all there is. There is no secret, you know, laws. There are no secret laws. There are no secret strategies about how to connect your energies, how to go into your chakra and all that. I don't like to believe in that thing. I find it interesting. I'm not going to lie about that. I find it interesting from time to time to read about it, but I don't believe in that. Like, I mean, you know, I believe in a little of everything. That's how I like to go about life. But that doesn't mean I also apply them. I just believe a little bit so that I can give my brain some food for thought, so that I can, you know, kind of keep an open mind. You never know. You never know for certain. when you choose to believe that you know something for certain, like you're 100% certain of something, that's when you just became a closed-minded individual, and you cannot get out of that state. Even though you might think you are, you won't. That's just how it goes. You know, you have to always keep 1% of your mind open to any possibility in this world. Otherwise, you will find at some point in your journey a certain limit that's essentially going to trigger that kind of rationality in your brain that you use right now, thinking that you're certain 100% about this thing that you believe in, just because you have lived in that belief. And I'm not saying it's a false belief or a true belief, but essentially it's a belief that had grown within you. So therefore, you don't know for certain if you are or not biased in that direction. Therefore, you always have to keep 1% of an open-minded, you know, for any other chat, any other discussion. That doesn't mean you should believe that, but you should just believe like the smallest bit, just to have a conversation, either with somebody or just with yourself, you know, from time to time, to just talk with yourself. You know, a lot of people are making this whole thing sound crazy, you know, talking to yourself, talking by yourself. Like, are you crazy? Are you speaking with your voices? No, I'm just training my brain constantly. I'm training my brain for more thoughts, because that's the best way you can train your brain. That's the best way you can find more about you. Think about it. Who understands you the best? You know, when you go about trying to form any relationship with anybody on this earth, or when you try to make friendships, or when you try to get into a job and you go to an interview, or when you try to talk about a business partnership and something doesn't go as planned, you think the first thing that comes into your mind is like, this guy didn't get me, man. That girl didn't get me. Like, she doesn't get me. She doesn't know who I really am, how I really am. You know, and that feeling is always inside of me as well. Like, I always have it in the back of my mind, but I do not let it dictate my actions or my decisions. I'm aware of it, and I choose to not react to it. I just study it. I want to see deeper things about it. Like, where does it show up? What can I learn from it? That's how you gotta go about life, you know. You cannot let yourself impacted by emotions, impacted by all these things coming. Sorry for this darkness around me, but I hope my words can enlighten enough so that it compensates. Sound corny, I know, but I love to make these games with words, essentially. I'll catch you when I'm close to the end of the road, because right now I want to get back to like talking to myself to develop my ideas better, because just like I said, who understands you better? You are the one who understands yourself the best. That doesn't mean, you know, you won't be able to find somebody sometime in your life that understands you quite close to you, but that also doesn't mean you should chase that. You should just focus on what's in the moment, what's happening in the present moment. And right now in the present moment for me, and I bet for you as well that you're watching this video, you're just thinking of things that you want to build, things that you want to, you see, what would have happened if I would just react to that? Like, that's just how life works. And you know, I had all these barriers in my mind for so long now. You know, I've always been that kid that was searching for validation, and I used to. Everybody was making fun of me, but because I was doing that on purpose, I found the way that I could be agreeable by being the guy that everybody makes fun of. I usually go and make fun of myself just for that fact alone, to be agreed by somebody. And essentially, you know, when you grow with this mindset, you just give up your identity, and your whole identity is based on everybody else's opinion about you. And I was also this perfectionist. I still am a perfectionist, and it kind of drains me, but I managed to control it better and better. But essentially, I would have go about my life just trying to predict everybody's opinion about me, about my actions, about my decisions, and I would just leave me, you know, on last on the list to think about, like, what would I truly want? How would I really do this thing? How would I really go about it? I would just think about maybe I have I have to act so that that person can see me in this way, not in that other way, you know. And I would go about this, and you know, it would have driven me so crazy when I was trying to control all this, to predict all this, and it was not going the way I predicted. And I just figured out that, you know, that's so pointless. Like, I waste so much energy on trying to be agreeable by everybody. That's not even the point of life. What's the point of life if you're always trying to be agreeable and you won't even be agreeable? People are just going to see you as this stupid person who doesn't have an identity, who doesn't have a thought process, who doesn't have a certain uniqueness, sense of uniqueness to them. But I just start to, you know, let go of it more and more and more and more until, look at me now, when I can just, you know, be detached from all these things and I can just do whatever the fuck I want, because I'm the only person that matters in my own mind, you know, in my own life. I just want to see something right now, because I've seen this place for so long now and I want to explore it. Something new here, and I see all these people around here just chilling, and I want to see what's going on about it. This just seems like a small bar, a cocktail bar. You know, that's also one quality of a leader. That's one quality of just becoming that better online coach. You have to always develop that sense of curiosity that shouldn't distract you from your main path. But that doesn't distract me from my main path. I'm just going and I'm looking around. I'm trying to, you know, see what's about it, you know. And this is cool. I like it. I just want to see, because I kept walking by this place all the past few days. And I was always wondering, like, what is here, bro? Like, what's happening here? Currently, I cannot go out there, so I just have to go back. But it's fine. I just explored. I tested. Why are you not willing to go and test things about your life? Why are you not willing to test all these ideas that you have in your mind? Because they might eventually turn out to be the greatest. But you won't ever know until you don't try to test them. Try to test them, and don't just throw them and let them be there. Look as much detail as possible to them to understand what happened with them. Why did it happen the way it happened? You know, you just have to ask so many questions of you. But I just want to talk a little bit more with myself and think of new ideas. I'll catch you in a bit. Almost 10:20 p.m. and I'm sitting at like 12k steps, which is a good average thing, a good average goal of mine. And essentially now I'm heading home. I had to debate a lot of things about the new data that I have received today with my reels that I've been posting, because I've been trying just three different formats than the usual top of funnels that I would post. One was the same kinda, but it was posted at a different posting, like it was posted at a different time that I'm doing my experiment. So obviously the analysis can be 100% accurate, therefore I won't look at it just how it is. I would give it one more chance, but I've tried 3 more other formats. One was like a small VSL, top of funnel kind of, but essentially targeted top of funnel, not just broad top of funnel. And the other 2 were broad top of funnels that seemed to just be crazy on the distribution. Like, I just got shared to India, to Pakistan, to Nepal, all this. It was crazy, like genuinely crazy. I've gotten a bit emotional, but I have realized that I don't have to react to none of this. Therefore, I just looked at the data. I've tried to interpret it in the right way. I've went to my filters, to my thought process, to my decision-making process, and I have decided that I'm just going to test something different tomorrow. From tomorrow, like being Monday, essentially. Monday morning. Next week is going to be something else, but just with one thing. That's how you should test things, you know. That's how you should analyze. You know, just one thing at a time. And I have fixed almost everything. It's just this one thing that I think might be the missing piece. Once I figure this out, I will be completely on the way to figuring out even other more complex things. For example, messaging. Obviously, I already figured it out, but for me, the geographic gate, the geographic prison I'm in right now seems to be impacting a lot my reach, my distribution of content. That's why, since I'm in Romania, almost every time I'm posting, it eventually ends up with a majority of Romanians, and then the second majority is Indians, which doesn't make really that much sense, because previous weeks, I've managed to maintain that distribution to majority of US. So that being said, I'm going to wrap up the daily vlog here. It's been a crazy long day. For you, this might be a short video. I don't know if you watched up until this moment. If you did, I appreciate you. I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will just watch every single minute of this vlog, and I'll make sure to improve things in the future. Obviously, I'll need to buy a camera, because this is not a viable option to just stay with my phone every single time. It's not even comfortable for me to show you more things. But essentially, for the beginning, I don't have to find excuses, just like you also don't have to find excuses. If you're a coach, if you're an online coach, or just a leader overall in trying to build something great, you need to start a personal brand. You need to focus on growing your image, because it's going to be one of the most important assets that you could ever build for that great thing you're trying to build. Is going to be such a strong pillar you won't even realize right now, and it won't even make sense probably if you're just getting into it. But trust me, that's how it is. That's the direction we're heading into. This is the future, and you have to embrace it. You have to accept it. If you have any other questions about personal brand, if you have any other questions about online coaching, if you have any other questions about my program exactly, you can either go and DM me on my Instagram, or you can look at other videos that I've been posting, or you can just check the link from the description and just book a call with me. Make sure you complete the form. I want pure 100% honesty, because I give pure 100% honesty. I give my all to all my clients, to my program. That's why I'm sweating every single day. I'm putting my tears. I've been putting a lot of my tears, and I'm still putting my tears from day to day. But essentially, I'm putting so much that I expect an equal amount of effort in return. So that's the best you could do right now. If you're interested in finding more, I would suggest you to just follow me on Instagram, because I'm posting daily value, and you just miss out on a lot of things, a lot of just perspectives that might help you. I'm trying to be every single day as different as possible, so that you understand eventually what I'm preaching. And I'm not even saying the same thing, every single day, every single week. I'm always talking about different things that you should do with your coaching business, or just in your life. If you're just starting out in this kind of leadership journey, trying to become the best leader for yourself, so that you can be an even greater leader for others. But that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. Go and check my Instagram out, and if you have any other questions, just DM me. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for being here, and just buckle up for the journey, because this is going to be a long one, and it's going to be great. You're witnessing greatness in the making, and I'm not even arrogant. I don't try to be arrogant. I'm not trying to be cocky, but I'm just speaking facts, because essentially I calculate everything. I'm looking at data, I'm looking at statistics, and I'm testing everything. So eventually, I know my success is guaranteed. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I know it's going to happen eventually. So that's how you also got to go about your coaching business, about everything in your life, everything that you're trying to build, whether it's relationship or anything anything at a greater level that you could perceive, that an average human could conceive. You just got to put your all, you just got to give it your all, and be willing to just stay committed and test as much as you can. Look at the data. Just give it your all. Don't just try to stay in that comfort zone and just comfort yourself with words like, oh, you did enough, it's fine, this didn't work, it's fine, like maybe something else will work. We might try another positioning, another messaging, another whatever. You just need to test. You need to test and do more. Test a lot of things. That's how you understand the best about yourself, about your inner systems, and that's how you also manage to build the greater systems, the greater outer systems for your coaching business, for your family, for your loved ones, for everything that you're building within your life. Go ahead and adopt the mindset of a leader. Go ahead and adopt nato per guidare, because essentially we are all born to lead. We are born to be that best leader for at least one person in our lifetime, which is us, to be the best leader for ourselves. And after that, obviously, we have the gifts, we have the responsibility to honor the gifts that we have been receiving and the gifts that we have developed in our journey to be even greater leader to others, even greater leaders to others around us. So go ahead and apply Nato per Guidare. Till next time, take care, and always, don't forget, mental realm first, physical realm will just follow naturally. Don't get lost in the physical things, in the superficial things that you're seeing around you. Those are just signals. You need to study them and you need to go on the deeper layers. Take care. See ya.